Here's an interesting fact about three kingdoms that you probably didn't know. Did you know that the three kingdoms of Korea, Goguryeo, Baekje, and Silla, were all located in what is now the Korean Peninsula? But they weren't just located there, they were actually located here. These three kingdoms were situated on this small part of the peninsula known as the Korean Isthmus. Why is that significant? Well, for most of its length, the Korean Peninsula is pretty mountainous and not very hospitable. There are a lot of forests and not a lot of arable land. But this little area here, the Korean Isthmus, is where most of the farming and industry took place. And because of this, it was also where most of the people lived. And because there were people, there were kingdoms. So why isn't it called the Three Kingdoms of Korea? I mean, it kind of is, but it could also be called the Three Kingdoms of the Korean Isthmus. Now, the reason why it is called the Three Kingdoms of Korea is because these kingdoms are the ones that eventually unified to form the Korean kingdoms of the Three Kingdoms period. And so these three kingdoms represent the main division in Korean history between ancient, literally meaning before the three kingdoms, and modern, meaning after the three kingdoms. These three kingdoms were also the first to develop the technologies necessary to really kickstart industrialization in Korea, and so they are considered the foundational kingdoms of Korean civilization. Interestingly, though, despite them being so close to each other, they were often at war with each other. It wasn't until the kingdom of Silla defeated the others that the Korean Peninsula had its first true unifier. I hope you enjoyed this episode, with a special thanks to my supporters. If you want to learn more about the history of Korea, stay tuned for more updates. Thanks for watching. Subscribes.